Yeah. A lot of this stuff was going on while I was teaching. I feel like, yeah, my whole rap career, at least the first two, three albums, I was teaching at the same time. Yes.
And what was your main, like, what were you teaching mainly?
I taught. I'm trying to think when my first album came out. I was teaching at an alternative school. So at that time, I was teaching kids that were teenagers, but they were maybe like ADHD, just like some autism, an alternative situation where I would teach them for. They lived on the campus, but I would teach them for 8 hours a day, and then they'd go to their on-campus housing, and then they come back the next day. And so then I went back into public school during maybe my second album, and so I was teaching a seventh grade uh, reading language arts class, and then I moved to Phoenix by the time my third album came out, and I was teaching middle school there. I was teaching a special ed reading and math class.
And do you find that much of the what you did while teaching helped with any of what you do now? Did that help with like your performance skills after being up talking to children all day, or what do you feel like that did for your music career?
Oh yeah, 100%. It made me a better performer. I think because ultimately what you're doing in a classroom is the same. You're basically teaching, whether you're teaching on a microphone or you're teaching in front of a class. So it's just a matter of the same concept of getting someone to understand you, getting someone to relate to you, getting someone to believe you and trust you. And that's really what it came down to. And so if you can do that in the classroom, you can definitely do that in a stage setting.
All right, so now that we went into the teaching stuff, I'm gonna keep going back onto what you were talking about, back into the game stuff. You for the Mega Ran album, you said that you like the original under the name of Random for your artist name, and the album was Mega Ran. You mentioned in your book that I'll continue to reference that you were emulating Mega Man, and you were listening to the music, and that inspired you to make that album. How is that your process for when you're doing these, like a game album such as like Black Materia that is a Final Fantasy VII album? Is it that you're just playing it and it comes to you, or are you like, I really want to make an album based off of X game or a song?
Yeah, I think what brings the idea to the table is the fact that like the game doesn't leave my mind or whatever. It's a game that I really enjoy, like Final Fantasy VII, like Mega Man. So um what got me back into it was like just hearing the music again of Mega Man, so finding emulators, being able to replay all the games that I had owned as a kid, and then having that music just come back to me like, this is like it's bringing me these feels. And so that's what's making me write down more stuff. So it wasn't like, oh, play a level, then write a song about the level. Play it, sit down, play a level, come back. It was just like the games jogged my memory so well, or just hearing some of these tunes just jogged my memory and took me to another place where I was just like, yes, this is something that I need to give more attention to because it's never left my subconscious. And so that's what made me start writing songs like, oh, well, what if I was Mega Man and I just bleeped into a freaking, you know, uh, video game, and what would I write about?
So that Mega Ran album, the first that we mentioned a minute ago, got
Mhm.
got found by Capcom, and they started inviting you out to, was it Comic Cons and stuff, to do performances?
Yes, Capcom was the ones who invited me out, and it was just crazy timing. I put out the album in June, and they were like, "Hey, Comic Con's next month. Have you ever been?" And I was like, "No." And they were like, "Would you like to be our guest?" And I'm like, "Absolutely." So just very, very, very good timing, and it just worked out, man.
That's such a wild thing to hear, because you hear things like Nintendo of people using their stuff, and they're like, they'll they'll sue you into oblivion or whatever. But for Capcom to hear it and be like, we want to bring you out, is such a cool thing to hear.
It really is, man. Capcom's been ahead of the ball, man. Shout outs to them. Because like we said, Nintendo and other companies, they wouldn't be that friendly. They would just be like, what are you doing with our stuff? Get out of here. Or even they'd say things like I've had other companies when I've done material with like Marvel, they'd be like, hey, I really like this, but I can't go in public and say I like this. You know what I mean? Because if I do, then my boss might find it, and they might come after you, you know? So yeah, there's definitely been situations like that.
Some places you got to operate under the radar.
Yes.
um, so while out the whole Mega Ran thing was blowing up with Capcom, you were still teaching, did the kids you were teaching or like the other staff find out that you were also this rapper?
Yeah, I tried to hide it for a little bit, but I was like, you know what? I kind of couldn't. I think my kids, it's the kids though. They'll find stuff. So the kids would just start commenting on my YouTube and stuff like that. And they're like, "Hey, teach, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh man." And then I come back to school and they'd be like, "Mr. Megaran, I mean Mr. Jarbo." They'll just say things and I'm like, "Oh man, I can't hide this." So I felt like I might as well embrace it. And so we started doing like freestyles in class. And I would be like, all right, guys, like sit down. Let me tell you about hip hop. Let me tell you about what I do with hip hop and how this works, things like that. So yeah, it worked out once I started embracing it, you know.
How was this like the other staff members? Were they like put off by it, or was everyone fully embracing what you were doing?
Um, I feel like staff members were I don't know. It's like I felt like they were kind of hating on it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If I can kind of just, I don't even know the best way to say it, but they were kind of being some haters because the kids would find that cool and attractive and be like, oh man, my teacher's a rapper, blah, blah, blah. Why can't you rap like Mr. J does, and things like that. And so the teachers would be like, oh, it's the rapper teacher, ooh. And so they were certainly a little, I don't know, jealous if that's the right word, but they would come across as kind of jealous and a little bit kind of haters. They was drinking a little haterade.
Shortly after this Megaran stuff, you went on a tour called the Famicom Forever tour, correct? I think that was the right name, right?
Forever Famicom.
Forever
Probably.
Famicom.
Forever
Okay, I
Yes.
had it backwards. I apologize.
It's okay.
And you mentioned that you played some pretty strange places across that tour. Uh, do you have a one standout show that was like the weirdest venue you've ever played in? Because I mean you've played in churches, you've played in now you're playing in like libraries and stuff. What's the weirdest place you've ever you've ever played a
That's a
show
very
in?
good question. Yeah, like considering all the places I played in. A fun fact is, I'm pretty sure of this. I'm about 98% sure. I'm actually the first musical act to play on like the Comic Con floor. Because prior to what I was doing, there wasn't really a space for that. And I do remember at Comic Con them being like, I don't know if we can do this. And then they were like, let's just do it. And then later on, they got some complaints about the volume or whatever. And then the next year, they had Method Man playing on the floor when they did Def Jam Rap Star or one of those games came out. They started getting famous people to perform. So yeah, it's always been kind of the unorthodox places and stages for me. Um, okay, Houston, Texas. We played at a burger joint. This place, I'll never forget, it was called Stanton City Bites. Every time I play in Houston, though, it's usually a weird place. We played there, and then we played this place called Super Happy Funland, which apparently was like a hippie commune, which is fine, but it was a little dirty and a little adventurous, I'd say. I stepped in cat crap on stage while performing, which was the first time that's ever happened. But yeah, I played in a burger joint. I played in the Microsoft store during like the Halo launch. I've done some very, very unorthodox venues in my day, where we just any place can become a stage, if you just plug up some mics to it and just have fun with it. And yeah, but the burger joint was probably the craziest.
Yeah, that I've definitely never heard of that one, but I feel like that's kind of a cool accolade to have of like being someone who's played all these. This being able, I played a Microsoft store is like kind of feels like kind of an achievement to have.
Yeah, I feel like it kind of is.
That kind of brings me to another one of your achievements. You're a world record holder for I
Mm.
believe is it the most songs about a single game or just the most about video games?
About a single game, yes.
Okay.
What happened was they were I just had a guy call me from the Guinness World Records. I think he just emailed me and was like, "Hey, just weird question. How many songs do you have about Mega Man?" And I'm like, give me a second. Let me go do some math." And so I add them all up, and it's like, "Oh, it's about 140." And he's like, "Wow, well, that's definitely a record. Like, we're working on a gaming issue, and would you like to, be in it?" And I'm like, "Sure." He's like, "Yeah, well, I think you have the most songs about one game. Like there's of course people who've been writing about other games forever, but having one game that they just specifically have written about, you're tops by a long shot on that. And I'm like, well, sure. Maybe there's somebody out there with 100 songs about Sonic. You know what I mean? I feel like there probably is, to be honest. But yeah, it was like a really cool, weird accolade to have, and I'm forever immortalized, man. It was the 2018 Guinness World Records, man. It was um yeah, it's a really amazing honor to have.
So you said it's over at 109. Is that the number you said?
Let me look. 130. Sorry, I had
130.
to look. I
Okay.
had to look at the certificate. Yeah.
That's a lot of songs for anyone, and that's just what you have about Mega Man. Do you have a ballpark number of how many songs you've released?
If I've done 130 Mega Man songs, then it's at least 300, 350 maybe. Yeah, I've done a lot of albums. There's 10 to 15 songs of each one of those. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there. I'd say 300 songs is probably what I would guess. Yeah.
It's impressive to look at your Spotify or Apple Music page and just see the catalog that goes on forever. But it would take a long time for me to go through and count them. So I thought I'd just ask to see how much you've done.
I'd have to sit down and count. Like sometimes I do interviews and they're like, Mega Ran's about to release his 19th album, and I'm like, I am like what? Like I don't even know. So when I hear that, I'm like, for real? Like I've never counted. Like I don't know. I feel like it's bad luck to count. So you just do it. As long as you have ideas, you just do it.
So I'm gonna take it back again a little bit, back around the Forever Famicom stuff. After that, was it after that Black Materia came out?
Yes, yes.
And that, I guess, Reddit, it blew up on Reddit, and that was kind of what propelled that album into what it is today.
Yes.
Do you know who posted that to Reddit, and have you ever been in contact with them?
No, gosh, I haven't thought about that. That's interesting. I'm sure the post is still around, but yeah, I would, yeah, you know what? I need to send them like a thank you note or something. Sad part is when I find old Reddit articles that I'm reading, it's usually like most of the people have deleted their account since then. They've moved on, so it's kind of sad. But I would imagine because yeah, that was about 14 years ago. So like I wouldn't even be surprised if they didn't have account anymore. But man, I would love to contact them just to be like, yo, thanks for doing that, man. Because like it wasn't just in, I don't think it was just like in the Final Fantasy Reddit. It was just like cool things I heard today subreddit or something like that. You know what I mean? It was just like a very random music channel. And someone was like, hey man, I just heard this song about Final Fantasy 7 and it's pretty dope. And people were like, what? And they were like, I gotta get this, I gotta have it. And then it just blew up, man.
So from that stuff is when it really started picking up for you, right after Black Materia. Then there was some involvement with Mighty Number 9 and also Mortal Kombat 11 and 1 and Shredder's Revenge. What is the situation like when these do they contact you? Do you reach out and say, hey, I want to, if you guys are doing anything, I would like to get a song on it, or what is that process like?
I reach out a lot, but I think sometimes it works out, but most of the good stuff that happens is from people just reaching out to me. And I think that's why I tell people like, hey, like make sure wear your fandom on your sleeve, because you just never know. So if somebody is, for example, someone gets the job to like score a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game and they want a hip hop song for it at the end, they're like, man, who's the hip hop video game guy? And they're like, oh yeah, it's Mega Ran. And so they find me, they contact me, and they say, hey, I want you on this song. And so that's usually how it works out, man. Like that's where the like it's just the fandom and like being proud about your fandom can pay off in different ways. So now it's like I'm the video game rap guy. You know what I mean? So if you need rap in your video game, you should probably call me. I mean, I'm sure there's other people who would do it, but it makes a lot more sense when it's the guy who's been doing it for a long time.
You're now the video game rap guy, but
Mm.
you're also the wrestling rap guy. How did you get to that? I know I'm jumping in the timeline, but how did all that come about?
Same thing, man. I think I feel like video games kind of brought it to me, to be honest, in a roundabout way. I was the video game rap guy, and so a wrestler who loves video games looks up and he's looking for music to enter the ring to, and he's a gamer, and he starts to Google game rap songs, Like, what can he find? And he finds me. And he sends me an email. And he's like, hey, do you think I can use your song for as an entrance? And I'm like, absolutely. And he's like, well, my name is Austin Creed. And he's always like, man, I love your music so much that if I get an opportunity to pick my own music, I'm gonna have you do it. And so actually I'm supporting him because I want to watch him and hear my music. So as I'm watching more and more wrestling, I start writing wrestling songs just naturally. And so I made this album called Matt Mania. And I put it out every week. We did a Monday Night Ran instead of Monday Night Raw. We would do a new song every Monday that I would put on a website called What Culture. And mostly everybody on What Culture hated these songs. They hated them so much. They were like, this sucks. Get this rap music away from my wrestling. They really hated it. But I still did it and I had fun with it. And I did a song about Brock Lesnar and a song about Jake the Snake Roberts and a song about someone else. And so people started listening to him and kind of liking him. And then I got invited to wrestling conventions, which I didn't know was a thing. Then I started getting asked to DJ wrestling music sets, where maybe you're playing wrestling music at a wrestling event. And then fast forward from there, I get asked to make entrance music for wrestlers. I made a King Wood song, and they made Shelton Benjamin song, they made the New Day song. And so it just all started the same way. It was just from being who I am, for being a guy who loves these things. People just kind of found me.
Now I knew you had done stuff for Austin Creed or Xavier Woods, whatever you call him. I had no idea that you had been in contact with him so early before his WWE stint. That's that's a cool way to get into that, to be brought in from like kind of the outside there. Now that led you to being on the show in the ring for a rap battle that was televised. Do you, if ever given the opportunity, would you get in the ring yourself to wrestle?
I've done it. I've done
You've
it a few
done.
times.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
yeah.
I didn't see it anywhere. I apologize.
Don't look too far. I mean, it probably didn't. It's not anywhere really. Um, Bully Ray beat me up in the ring. I did an indie show where I did a rumble where I came out. I threw one guy out, and I got thrown out. It hurt me really badly when I got thrown out. Didn't like it, and so I don't think I would do it again. Like, I just want to leave that to the professionals. A good friend of mine, Nerdy, he's a nerd rapper. He's trained and he's wrestling now, and he looks good, but I don't know. I'm too old, man. Like, one of those bumps, and I'm just like, I'm done for a week. Nah, I'll just let the professionals do it.
So when you did that, did they train you at all, or did they just, you just got thrown in there?
No, no training. They taught me very quick. This guy Peter Avalon, he told me how to get out of the ring. Like, when somebody throws you out, he's like, oh, just grab the top rope, kind of cradle it, and then just fling yourself over, and that's it. But make sure you got a grip. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then when it happens, I don't have a grip, of course. And then I just go splat down on the ground, and it hurt. And so, yeah, like, it's the stuff happens so fast. And like, you're just really worried. Like, you don't want to hurt anybody because you're new in it. So you definitely don't want to go too fast because you don't want to hurt anybody. So, you risk making it not look real or look cool if you're in there and you aren't experienced. So it's not something I would prefer to do, because I respect it way too much.
Well, I've got a few more things before I let you go. I'm gonna take it back again a little bit as I continue to just travel all over this timeline of your life. You did an album called the Notorious Ran. That was a Biggie Smalls tribute album.
Yes.
That you took his beats and rapped over. It was, I'm sure there was probably, it's more complex than that. That's the simplest way for me to describe it. That's one of my favorite pieces of your work. I really just here for to go off again. I love the song lyrically, very good. I listen to it all the time. If you were to ever do that again, is there another artist like that you would ever want to take their work to cover like that?
Wow, it's a good question. Maybe Wu-Tang Clan. I feel like that's a bigger undertaking for sure, but Wu-Tang definitely has a big mark on me. MF Doom would be another. I'm a huge fan of. Love so much of his work. Man, a Tribe Called Quest. I would do it on a Tribe Called Quest like tribute project as well. Yeah. There's quite a few actually, but I've just, that was a lot of work just going through that stuff, and like the pressure of, attempting to, to pay tribute to someone who's so iconic. really puts a lot of pressure on you as the writer, as the producer. It's like, if this doesn't sound up to par, people will be angry at you. You know what I mean? It was definitely one of the albums that I got probably the most flack on when I tried to put it out, because people were like, "Man, who is this nobody trying to capitalize off of the Notorious B.I.G." You know, so there is that side of things where it's like, if it it can look like a cheap cash grab, even if it's just a dedication project. So yeah, it's very tough, but I would do one of those guys if I was doing it again.
Okay. Well, what the last one here before I let you go is there a question that nobody has ever asked that you've had an answer for, that you've just been waiting for an interview to hit you with?
Well, the hodgepodge question I think was really good. No, no, I feel like I get asked a lot of the same questions, but I say you've done a really good job of giving me questions in different ways than I've ever answered them. So you're able to get new things out of them for sure. But um, I feel like I haven't been asked in a while, but people always ask these. Like, I would think I want to know what would what would I be doing if I wasn't doing this? Like, where would I be today, right now, if music wasn't my thing? And honestly, I feel like I'd be teaching. I think I'd probably be teaching in college by now. Hopefully, I'd be like a department head somewhere, doing something music related, or maybe, yeah, I think music related, or in another life, I'd be a dentist, because I always wanted to be a dentist growing up.
That explains the toothbrushing song. um,
Mhm.
the Do you feel like if you never did music and that wasn't your thing, would you have gone down any of these other avenues like podcasting or streaming or anything like that?
Maybe not. No, I don't know. I don't think so, actually. As much as I enjoy it, like, I enjoy podcasting and streaming, but I don't know. Like, I always feel like I wouldn't have social media even if I weren't, a person who had to create and get people to know what I was doing. I don't think I would.
I didn't. I just wondered if maybe that creative force was driving you all the time. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming to talk to me. I really appreciate it. Is
Thank you, man.
Go ahead and plug all your stuff. When are you streaming? What are you putting out? Where can people get your stuff? Give me the
Nice.
whole list.
Let's see. Okay, I stream Monday through Friday. I am on Twitch, usually 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Well, Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday, Friday, doing music or variety streaming. I'm usually in the studio on Wednesdays, working on a bunch of new collabs. No new music really on the horizon. I'm still working on stuff, but I don't know when it would come out. So right now, the only thing that matters is Buddy's Magic Treehouse. Please get that. Continue to let it, just let it keep continue to do well. It's been streaming very well. It's been performing so awesomely, and I just want to keep that momentum going until the next thing. So right now is actually it's what they call FYC season, for your consideration. So I've just submitted it for, in order to be submitted for best children's album at the Grammys. I don't know what that means, and maybe somebody there will like it, so give it all the good juju you can, and hopefully you'll hear a lot more about Buddy's Magic Treehouse in the near future.
I definitely hope so. Well, thanks again for sitting down with me.
No problem.
Like I said before, that was an absolute pleasure to sit down with Mega Ran. He was the nicest guy. The only complaint I have is that I didn't have enough time to talk to him. He's a very busy man and he had a lot of things to do, so I didn't want to hold him up. But I could have talked to that man all day. It was a wildly pleasant conversation. Of course, if you have kids or don't, check out his newest album, Buddy's Magic Treehouse. And if you've never heard of Mega Ran before this, I'll give you my three favorites to start off: Wiley, Lyrically, and The Randalorian. Those are great places to start with his catalog. If you're looking for any of his other stuff, I'll have it linked in the description below, as always. And if you came here for Mega Ran and don't know who I am and you want to stick around a little bit, I do streams every Friday night at 9-ish Central PM. I've got a chunky back catalog of videos and a podcast, so if you want to go see any of that stuff, it'll also be linked down there. And if you're looking for more content like this, I'll go ahead and throw up my last interview on the screen here with filmmaker Jason Trost. Okay, that's all I got. Go listen to Mega Ran. Recently, I had the absolute joy.
Hey, welcome to the stream. Yeah, glad to have you on the team. Yeah, grab a seat, it's something cool. It's time to start the show. Let's go. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little NES, a little bit of rap. Thank you for joining me. Now get comfortable and enjoy the stream. Yeah, sometimes I play games, sometimes AMA when I'm not away on tour. I'ma always give you more. It's up to your boy, surprises in store. Concerts galore, fresh hip hop, difficult games. I do die a lot, so if you in the mood for epic speed runs, I have to warn you that this ain't the one. But what you will get is a good old time. Might even freestyle, but your name in the rhyme. If you're liking that, get hype and jazz. And if you're liking that, get hype and chat. Just relax and vibe to that. And if you really enjoy it, then subscribe to that. With a free month or a 3-month, just wanna let you know, man, I see ya. Get your headphones on, turn the beat up, cause we about to kick it like FIFA. And my only goal is to rock your soul, whether on the mic or the game control. And we don't stop till the deed is done. We ain't always good, but it's always fun. When the countdown hits 0, you are now in the mix with the teacher rapper hero. Hey, live streams for the win. Better get ready, we about to begin now. Hey, come on. Welcome to the stream. One love to the mods. Glad to have you on the team. Hey, welcome to the squad. Grab a seat, it's something cool. It's time to start the show. Is it time? Let's go. What up, 6th String? What up, randos? It's time. Glad to have you on the team. Yeah, grab a seat, it's something cool. It's time to start the show. Let's go. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little NES, a little bit of rap. Thank you for joining me. Now get comfortable and enjoy the stream. Yeah, sometimes I play games, sometimes AMA when I'm not away on tour. I'ma always give you more. It's up to your boy, surprises in store. Concerts galore, fresh hip hop, difficult games. I do die a lot, so if you in the mood for epic speed runs, I have to warn you that this ain't the one. But what you will get is a good old time. Might even freestyle, but your name in the rhyme. If you're liking that, get hype and jazz. And if you're liking that, get hype and chat. Just relax and vibe to that. And if you really enjoy it, then subscribe to that. With a free month or a 3-month, just wanna let you know, man, I see ya. Get your headphones on, turn the beat up, cause we about to kick it like FIFA. And my only goal is to rock your soul, whether on the mic or the game control. And we don't stop till the deed is done. We ain't always good, but it's always fun. When the countdown hits 0, you are now in the mix with the teacher rapper hero. Hey, live streams for the win. Better get ready, we about to begin now. Hey, come on. Welcome to the stream. One love to the mods. Glad to have you on the team. Hey, welcome to the squad. Grab a seat, it's something cool. It's time to start the show. Is it time? Let's go. What up, 6th String? What up, randos? It's time. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, glad to have you on the team. Yeah, grab a seat, it's something cool. It's time to start the show. Let's go. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little NES, a little bit of rap. Thank you for joining me. Now get comfortable and enjoy the stream. Yeah, sometimes I play games, sometimes AMA when I'm not away on tour. What's up? All right. Wow. This artwork looks awful. Okay. Thanks for watching the video of myself with Blaster Goblin. He streams. He does a ton of things. I'm a big fan. So, what I wanted to do is I want to make sure that you guys give him a follow. I believe he's on Twitch too. So. Blaster Goblin TV or just Blaster Goblin? All right, there it is, Blaster Goblin. Give him that follow. All right, so we're gonna watch his favorite songs. There's 3 of my songs are his favorite: Wiley, Lyrically, and Randalorian. I'll start with the oldest one, which is Wiley. Wiley, of course, Mega Man 2, 13 years ago. This was a special release connected to the Mega Man 5th anniversary. Hey, appreciate that. That RA stream was so much fun. It was so much fun. Shout out to Ari. I'll try to catch him. Congrats, he's over 1 million now. He was very close. I'm not gonna say we got him over the hump, but maybe we helped. Anywho, let's go. Little Dr. Wily rap. Ironically, this is the one track, I don't know how we did the entire Mega Man album in 2007. Tracks from Mega Man 1, 2, 3, 4, mainly. I don't think there's a 6. But maybe there's a 6 track on there. I think I got some sounds from a 6 track, that ding 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 ding, that's on the Mega Club. But most of the album is Mega Man 2 and 3, which are my 2 favorites. Be after the playthrough of Mega Man 2. I love that game. You need to go into Stream Talk, search for the Mega Ran NES file, and play through the Mega Ran version that John Blue Riggs made. Blue Riggs, yeah. He did a hack of the game where it's me playing through, and I shoot CDs at the bad guys. And at the end, even the ending's different. Like, all the text is different too. It's really cool. I'm a big fan of it. Anywho, I should probably do a stream of that. I mean, I used to do it like every couple weeks. I do Mega Man Mondays. All right, so here we go. Wiley. All right, also shout out to DN3 who did this beat. Really flipped it. Oh, also realized that PC audio is not on because it was echoing earlier. Here we go.
One of the smartest in the world. Amazing advancements within the field of robotics. Money was no object, but he never felt the need to make a profit with projects. Had a best friend, Dr. Light. They could have changed the world if they stayed together. Friendly competition during the bitter rivalry, and one day it changed forever. While he felt he'd done enough, but no matter how good he was always runner-up. Got sick of second place, felt like it was Wiley's turn to start coming up. The school held a contest to show off technology and chart our progress. Wiley and Light collaborated, but like all the accolades, wild press, I guess. Wiley had enough of that, started acting up, so we packed the stuff, and though his act was tough, we weren't buying it. This is how he became a mad scientist. Might win some, but he just lost one. Light kept building, awards got won. A table for one, just not fun, so he built the robot to call his son Rock. Named for his love for music, lab assistant who fetched his toolkits. Teenage boy, clumsy, clueless, but always amusing. That was the blueprint. Didn't want Rock to live all alone, so he built a sister robot named Roll. Wife was grand, but little did they know that while he was coming back for everything, he was old. I was beat, I was played, I was lied to, unappreciated for all the good I do. They told me chill and I tried to. Now it's all about survival, crushing my rivals. I'm taking over, nothing can stop me. I'm taking over, nothing can stop me. Stop Wiley, do not try me. Stop Wiley, do not try me. I was beat, I try me. All was well in the city of robots. Peace and love, no shots, no cops. So guess who came back to the block? And when danger comes, it's likely that it won't knock. Broke in the lab like a repo man. Left all the robots reprogrammed. Cut man, ice man, elect man.
Okay. Awkward said it. Best NES game ever. I cannot argue with that. So what happened is, this is actually the most replayed section, which is the second verse. So people seem to like that. I'll start that again.
Do not try me. All was well in the city of robots. Peace and love, no shots, no cops. So guess who came back to the block? And when danger comes, it's likely that.
Is there a thing that Awkward? You speed run this a lot. Is there a thing you've watched and you learned from watching a speed run where you're like, oh snap, I didn't know you could use this weapon to do this, and it works a lot better. Oh snap, and now you use it like every time, like that, like hitting them with the quick boomerang there, and being able to keep moving. Very helpful.
That I won't knock. Broke in the lab like a repo man. Left all the robots reprogrammed. Cut man, ice man, elect man, guts man, fireman, rock and roll, keep those man. Stack mad chips like Doritos.
But I have to also ask, as a speedrunner, do you develop your own run, or do you just kind of watch what they did and then you're like, all right, I can make it better than that? Or do you just go at it? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you watch and study. Like, I would say the person who gets the world record in this has probably the best run, but there might be some things that you pick up and you're like, oh, I could beat that because I can do this instead of that. You know what I mean?
Man, but the huge fortress unleash those use like robots direct the town. And if you want to stop them, you gotta bow down. Now, our worst fears came to light. At worst, everybody's blaming light. Now Doc has one robot left that's rocking. That dude ain't even trained.
In the hard version, is there a robot dude who bounces here and goes over you? Or am I just imagining that in the hard version? I'm a little curious.
Like a repo man, left all the robots reprogrammed. Cut man, ice man, elect man, guts man, fireman, rock and roll, keep those man. Stack mad chips like Doritos man. Built a huge fortress, unleash those use like robots direct the town. And if you want to stop them, you gotta bow down. Now, our worst fears came to light. At worst, everybody's blaming light. Now Doc has one robot left that's rocking. That dude ain't even trained to fight. On world domination, he's hell-bent. So he gives him a blue suit and helmet. Tells Rock, don't kill if you can help it. Can't believe his old friend's so selfish. Mass destruction is only objective. If only he had known he respected him, maybe he wouldn't act so reckless. I guess it's all a matter of perspective.
So this is like my 13th Mega Man song at this point when I wrote this. But for some reason, I took a really long time to sample this tune because it's like one of the greatest tunes ever. I am like that, man. Awkward, I don't know if you like this too with rap. Like, I don't want to rap on like my favorite Jay-Z songs beat. Like, I feel like I just want to do it some justice. So I get really worried and nervous that I'm going to wind up sounding like that person, or I'm going to like not do it justice. So I get very, very worried about that. So when I hear like some of the greatest ever pieces, I am a little bit afraid of using them. Thanks for that follow.
But we can't let him win this fight. Time to get equipped, bots get sliced. Rock has Wally in his sights, but he can't bring himself to end his life. So they lock the Doc in the cage where they think he'll spend the rest of his days. But I heard the other day he escaped.
So when I watched the speed run that's on the Mega Man collection, he jumps on the top, jumps on this top thing and shoots a quick boomerang. But what they also do in that version is this guy's the dragon starts up top and he hits you with a fireball. That fireball will hit you, bow, and knock you to the second rung, which my picture is covering, but there's a second rung there. And then you can hit him with the rest of them, and you can kill him. However, when you try to do this, only not on the NES version, but I think on, for some reason, the Anniversary Collection, if you're not standing far enough to the left edge of this rock, you got to be like out here somewhere, because when you get hit, that knockback is going to take you off of here and then boo, 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 boo. But if you're way up, you can hit this, you can get hit and then land here and then, but it's very difficult if you don't think about that.
I bet he's right back to his evil ways. I was beat, I was played, I was lied to, unappreciated for all the good I do. They told me chill and I tried to. Now it's all about survival, crushing my rivals, taking over, nothing can stop me. appreciated for all the good I do. They threw me in jail and I tried to. Now it's all about survival, crushing my rivals. Taking over, nothing can stop me. We're taking over, nothing can stop me. Stop Wiley, do not try me. Stop Wiley, do not try me.
All right. So, thoughts. I still think that song is great. Still holds up pretty darn well. In fact, I got a show tomorrow. I'm probably going to play that song tomorrow. In fact, if it's not in my Dropbox of tomorrow's songs, if you're in Arizona, I'm playing this convention called UwuCon. And, hold on. Wiley karaoke version. All right. Dropping it in right now, just in case it wasn't there. All right. His next favorite thing of mine is a dedication, but in a different sense. This is a dedication to the Notorious B.I.G., one of my favorite rappers of all time. I did an album on the 20th anniversary of his death. Wow, 20 years. Came out in 2017. And it's called Ready to Live, the Notorious R.A.N. And so people used to always say, oh, I look like Biggie and stuff. So I used to pretend. I used to do a thing during my set where I would come out in a Coogee sweater like Biggie or something. And people thought that was cool. So out of respect, I was like, let me get on this. But I'll get my producer friend, Fresh Kills, to flip some of his beats. So this track samples the same song that he sampled for One More Chance, the remix. Here it is.
Check it out. Mega Ran, RP, When it comes to sets, never claimed them, only flamed them. Gave them nothing but the rawness, regardless, the artist, formerly known as Random. Burning mics like there was trees from Branson. And not Richie, shifty, quickly. Brothers wanna hit me if they rip me. Just my body and rap me like a swami. I'll leave no doubt like Stefani. Lyrical Dalai Lama, problem solver, fly to Ghana, calm ya nerves. I'm kicking whackness to the curb. I don't hold grudges, I just give you what you deserve. Now they wanna ask how I chart with this, but heart in this, some sharp gold cartridges. My darts is just spectacular. When I'm rapping, I'm keeping the heaters. That's cause he's the grand champ. DMX before the cases. I'm in Vegas placing wages on them circus tables, you know. Lyrically, I'm
untouchable, uncrushable, fantastic.
Lyrically,
a strange form, something kind of.
I don't know where that Kango is. I've lost it.
Phenomenal.
Lyrically,
untouchable, uncrushable, fantastic.
Lyrically,
ask your friends.
Yeah.
It don't stop.
First things first, I mega freaks all the samples. Ample, I wax like candles. Or the man who wrote Rosanna. I'm like manna, you know, spiritual nourishment for cats who need encouragement. Furnish it, this feng shui, no gunplay. Used to rock the key in music, switch to
Man, who is that big guy?
Hyundai. Cause y'all don't know how to act, can't bring the payments down low. Beat the funk flow, really though. Got the meanness, you haven't seen it. I'm in Phoenix with Felix, feeling fiendish. Stroke of genius, come in pieces. Broken Kit Kats, run the streets while you sit back, waiting for success to come gift wrap. No, it ain't happening. Grand dazzling, your career is unraveling. Battling the pit still, wounds never healed. True spitter for real, ask the rest of the guild. Yeah. Lyrically,
untouchable, uncrushable, fantastic.
It's a very expensive mic. Well, back then, I don't know if that's still expensive these days. That's the blue, which one is that? Let me see. It used to be like the big one, but it's not anymore. The blue blackout Spark. Oh yeah, actually blue was sold by Logitech. So a lot of people were using that Yeti. The Yeti Snowball, that was my first USB mic. Yeah, the Bluebird is not expensive anymore. Man, the Bluebird is $150. The baby bottle, okay, it's $400. That one, that's what it was. The baby bottle is for 400, but that's nothing compared to like what a mic costs these days. Hey, the raid is coming through. Hey. So the big boy nowadays is the Neumann TLM 103. This guy right here. If you got this, you're probably in a serious studio if you're working on this bad boy. Definitely a top seller, but also very, very high quality. But my studio uses two. They use that and a Sony. I forget. The Audio Technica. This was one of my first mics too. In fact, I think this is literally what I'm using right now. Yep, I think that's it. Yo, Boosh, appreciate that raid, homie. Hope your stream went well. Shout out to Boosh. Wait. I'm still learning how to do this. Usually I get my guys to do this. Boom. All right. Get that fella. You use the Manly. Huh. What is that? Let me see. All right. Let's look up the Manly. Oh, yeah. This is a good one right here. It's a cardioid. Oh, this is a great mic. 3500. Let me see. What kind of features we got? Got frequency response 10 to 30. Okay. That's typically transformerless internal preamp version also available. Operating mains voltage changeable, power transformer rewiring via switch and fuse valve, mains voltage 50 to 60 hertz. Yeah, this is a good piece of equipment right here, my man. Woo, you got something nice. I'd put a payment plan down on it. This thing is nice. Talking about 60 months coverage for $730. They got an open box special. Don't worry. It's $3,000. All right. So anyway, yeah, man, the baby bottle used to be the thing. It is totally not the thing anymore. But it just looked cool. And yes, it's in this video. All right. Moving on. As we play the video.
Lyrically,
A strange form, something kind of lyrical, phenomenal.
lyrically,
Untouchable, uncrushable, and fantastic.
lyrically,
Ask your friends, it don't stop.
87, I was on the block reciting RoboCop. 97, I would stop whenever Biggie Smalls rhyme. 07, I was nervous preparing my first drop. Now in 2017, it's about that time. There I is, major league like Charlie Sheen. Low down, dirty, rotten, not easily forgotten. No options like quarterbacks under pressure. The top dresser, Brock Lesnar, but lots fresh.
Now it's really stressing me out and making me go crazy because it's a little bit off. I don't know if it's too soon or too late, but there's a little bit of an offness between what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing. And it's definitely it's triggering my PTSD a little bit.
With kills on the pads, I don't think they ready for it, but can't ignore it. We keep it tighter than the corset. Your plans are thwarted. The microphone I use is cordless. If I play a show with you, that's not always an endorsement.
I was thinking about a very specific person when I said that. If I play a show with you, that's not always an endorsement. So I won't talk about that, who that person was, but I do think that it's very important to note when you, the artist, are asked to play a show, more often than not, you don't get to control who else is on the show. So what people do is they, in their bio, in their like one sheet, when they're trying to like sell themselves, they'll utilize the names of all the other people on the show as a bragging point or bargaining chip. But that person at the top of the card or top of the bill may not even know you were there and has literally nothing to do with you being there. Also, quick shout out to my homies at One Shot. They sent me the T-Pain voice drops. Shorty, I'ma buy you a drink. You know what I should have did? You know, it'd be a great commercial if they haven't done this yet, is to have somebody pop one of these like they're talking normal and then they eat one of the T-Pain drops, and then they like clear their throat, and then next thing you know, they start talking in auto-tune. Shawty, maybe that wouldn't be that funny. Anyway, it's called Painberry. I really enjoyed the original one-shots. They were a screamo musician helped to design them, and this one, Payne designed himself. These are strawberry and honey flavored lozenges that will keep your body happy and voice rocking. A nutritious and tasty treat to help support singers, casters, content creators, and anyone who uses their voice. I'ma buy you a shot. I have to end off my commercial by letting you know that you can get a discount on anything One Shot by going to, what is it? One Shot Energy, probably with a number. OneShotEnergy.com. Code is MEGA. And if you use that code, you won't even have to tell them I sent you, because they'll know that you sent me or that I sent you. Anyway, check it out. These things are great. I never tried these ones before, but this is a great flavor. It's like berry, mint. Very minty. I dig it. Anyway, this is back when raps had 3 verses, so I was rapping a lot on this song. But anyway, let me go back. Let me go back to my third verse started. Third verse is my favorite.
Low down, dirty, rotten. Now easy. That's not always an endorsement. AZ to 97.
Okay. So what I do is I start giving you different years and what was happening in those years. So I say 87 on the block, I was watching RoboCop. 97, I was stopped whenever Biggie Smalls rhyme. 07, I was nervous preparing my first drop. Now in 2017, it's about that time. So basically explaining the 4 decades. Gosh, I'm old. Basically the 4 decades of my existence. Boosh, have a good night. Thank you so much for the stream. It is that season. It's Ghouls and Ghosts, spooky season.
Friends, it don't stop.
87, I was on the block reciting RoboCop.
I was reciting RoboCop. I knew every single word.
97,
Still do.
I would stop whenever Biggie Smalls rhyme.
97 was the Biggie Smalls' heyday, and he also was murdered that year.
07, I was nervous preparing my first drop.
07 is when the Mega Ran album came out, which had the song Wiley on it, which we heard a little earlier. Throwback.
Okay. Now in 2017,
Callback.
it's about that time. There I is, Major League like Charlie Sheen. Low down, dirty, rotten, not easily forgotten.
This is before Tiger Blood. I would have made a reference to that.
No options like quarterbacks under pressure.
Anybody watch that Charlie Sheen doc? There's a doc out about like how like wild and crazy he was.
The top dresser, Brock Lesnar, but lots fresher. With kills on the pads, I don't think they ready for it, but can't ignore it. We keep it tighter than the corset. Your plans are thwarted. The microphone I use is cordless. If I play a show with you, that's not always an endorsement. AZ to T-Dot, yo, we rock the hardest. No garbage. Most rap artists, y'all are my targets. Lyrically, I'm supposed to set it off, so don't call me a client. I'm the mother effing boss. What?
Shout out to Deep Root Studios. I used to go there to record a lot of my stuff. Gave them free advertisement. You know what? They should have not charged me for that session, now that I think about it. Anyway, if you like those types of tribute raps, there's actually another one. Hey, shout out to Fresh Kills. Oh snap. I forgot I did this during the pandemic.
No champagne.
I found out how to use the Game Boy overlay and a Game Boy graphic filter to do a freestyle over this.
No champagne. Need something a little stronger. First of all, rest
Also, I'm wearing a Dark Order hoodie.
in power, MF Doom. D and 3 flip the tune. Yeah. There's only one beer left. I was raised in the jungle, taught to never fear death. Now the analog stuck, forcing me to veer left. Still side-eyeing cat to show I'm really peerless. They laughed when I was going to the Comic-Con. Now I'm in Japan with a plate full of katsudon, doing karaoke with my Akis, dropping sake bombs, getting twisted like a fighter in the octagon. Rap phenomenon, trust me, I ain't even hassle. Every day I'm feeling like I won a sneakers raffle. Doom sent boss to do his bidding. Think we'd all do the same if we could, yo, who we kidding? Listen, I'm the wrong dude to style on. I give my right arm like Edgar to Alphonse for a life not defined by racial prejudice. Every president says we at a new precipice. I shed a tear watching Uncle Joe and Kamala, but don't get it twisted, y'all. America is watching ya. Easy to go with the flow when it's popular, but when the light hit it, watch the truth turn gossamer. Partly sober, tell Trump the party's over there. Garnish his wages like a bad parsley grower. Soup is on, this ain't even my truest form. Use my third eye, Kurt Angle with a kufi on. It's like trying to ride a bike. I was with the babysitter, she was watching Guiding Light. Oven broke, Uncle Bill had to fix the pilot light. We was in the cold like the wise men on Silent Night. When I heard Doom transitioned, I just knew it was an ill scheme and we ain't see the vision. Thankful for all the jewels that the man's given. Slops and Halloween is doomsday, new traditions. Living off borrowed time, this life ain't mine. I stay witty like a highway sign, I say the same thing. Every January 1st, I'ma join a gym. Nah, maybe join the church, got a trainer now. So I'm working on my fitness. Beast the MVP, I put a hurtin' on the business. Asking for permission or asserting your forgiveness. Metal face collabs with for certain on the wish list. Meanwhile, I'm scrapping for my life, so I can't be responsible for what happens on the mic. Cause I've never been into capping or the bragging. I'm the type to let my action do the chatting. Put my passion to the side, I can't do it. That ain't why I want to it. It's number 2. This one's for Doom. Yeah. We out.
That was fun. It actually looks like a Game Boy game, you know? That was a Retro Arc. Yep. Okay. What am I supposed to be showing you next?
Dog, it can't be. We're rapping in the basement and thinking about Grammys. Now we locked in, full speed ahead, no plan B. Too fast, too furious, now we family. Ayy, dog, it can't be. We're rapping in the basement and thinking about Grammys. Now we locked in, full speed ahead, no plan B. Too fast, too furious, now we family. Ayy, ayy. Sometimes I look at the field like I can really win. Then the imposter syndrome start to kicking in. I want the freedom to lead if I could just get in. Accent my love for this game, shout out to Vivian. Grammy now, man, you see the competition. But truthfully, I don't see fam as the opposition. Put me in my DM, just hoping I can stop and listen. So I do. Many think someone that's up in my position's way too busy. Nah, fam, just hit me. Talent first, politics last, I ain't forgot the mission. Some got it twisted like hairdo and it's not conditioned. Every day's adventure day with my feet hit the floor. Set out to make it better than before. Smaller but still mighty. Indeed I am. Trying to please my ancestors like the Freeline fam. And my blues the lavender. Every day on the calendar. While my people's putting in work, I got a shot at you. Cause where I'm from, every fairy tale's fractured. And everybody knows somebody that's a failed rapper.
Okay, so what I was doing here was mentioning every children's Grammy hopeful that I had listened to. I thought it was interesting. I don't even... Then I found out later this might be against the rules, so I never did this again. But basically, because if I forgot somebody, then it's like, oh, you endorsed this 400 people and not this other person. But anyway, I thought it was cool though.
Lift you up to let you know I'm really down. Shouts to Greg Lotto, Uncle Jumbo, Willie Wow. Everybody needs sunshine, so give me a lot. New God flow, cause you know divinity rocks. And I love it when my fam wins, my kind of conquest. We all grow together, 1, 2, 3, Andres. Arm in arm when we hit the streets. Cause you know we go better together, just like Mr. G. So this one here's for your consideration. To any of my musician friends that's sitting praying that they made something the Academy considers dope. And it gets the votes that get written in that envelope. Then you slide across the stage in front of family and peers in your best fit. A moment you imagine for years. Can you feel it? Tension by as thick as my field is. Shouts to my creators, may you stay humble and fearless. Consider this, no cosign, the little fish. Innocent, but innocence, now get a grip. Yeah, he making kids rap now, but he can can really spit. Been an underdog my whole life. I am a Philly kid. You're all winners. You saw the vision and followed through. You let the moment empower you. Empower through. Thanks for the love for Buddy's Toy Box. And it's not gonna stop. Just wait for what we about to do. FYC. Happy birthday, buddy. Yeah. I hope this isn't against the rules.
Turns out I don't know. Nobody ever told me it wasn't, but I was like, maybe I shouldn't do that. All right. Stopping that, his third favorite was a little ditty called The Randalorian. This was my jam. Rifty Beats sent me a flip of the Mandalorian theme, and I was like, oh, I got to do this. So we did this after like watching like 3 episodes. I was like, nah, this is the best freaking show. And so I got to work.
Yo, bounty hunting is a complicated profession. If you want to make it as a bounty hunter, it's easy. Make the best deal for yourself and survive. Rifty Beats, Mega Ran. Remember, this is the way. In the guild, we follow the code. I can bring you in warm or I can bring you in cold. This is the way. No revisions or edits. First we set it on the target, then we divvy the credits. This is the way. 20 bars at best guard still. New armor, respect our guild. Yeah, this is the way. Stop anyone who get in the way. No escape, no getting away. Yeah, cause this is the way. Mando, keep unlimited ammo. Roll like a commando, the danger is ample. Bones from my opponents, they sit on the mantle. Banished from the surface, we live in the shadows, yeah. Armor shining like the sun's on Tatooine. Heart knows no fear, runs on gasoline. I'm like the wind, no noise when I deploy. Y'all poised, just don't team me with no droids. I can't trust them, involve them in no plans. Can't respect anything that could be programmed. That's the cats in the guild if I close the deal. So for real, but only take noble kills. You know the deal, hold the steel just to forge it. Fortify like a fortress, the drip is just gorgeous. Technique is glorious, captivating an audience. New Republic is on to us, I'm just like a scorpion. Maybe it was my guardianness and the will of a warrior. Call me the Mandalorian. And yo, this is the way. In the guild, we follow the code. I can bring you in.
This is making me want to watch this show all over again. It was so good.
Warm or I can bring you in cold. This is the way. No revisions or edits. First we set it on the target, then we divvy the credits. This is the way. 20 bars at best guard still. New armor, respect our guild. Yeah, this is the way. Stop anyone who get in the way. No escape, no getting away. Because this is the way. 5 years after the fall of the empire, the most precious targets acquired that inspire the chase across the galaxy for an interesting prize. A 50-year-old adorable alien child with special powers beyond our comprehension. A telekinetic with sensory perception. Special, I suspect it, so intense I sense it. Unconventional methods, the child must be protected. So load up the weapons, cause we got problem to solve. Stormtroopers and hunters get demolished and dissolved. It's all part of the job. Another day at the office, snipers making me targets. Dreamer taking me hostage. Enemy of the state for the chances that I take. When you think that you got me, I'm planning for my escape. From bounty hunter to guardian, they swept me like a cardigan. Bring the search party in, forgive me for my tardiness. Like Red 5, I'm going in. Never will my story end. The Mandalorian. And yo, this is the way. In the guild, we follow the code. I can bring you in warm or I can bring you in cold. This is the way. No revisions or edits. First we set it on the target, then we divvy the credits. This is the way. 20 bars at best guard still. New armor, respect our guild. Yeah, this is the way. Stop anyone who get in the way. No escape, no getting away. Because this is the way.
Yeah, this makes me really excited for this movie. Like, I hadn't thought about it a lot. I didn't even watch in fact, maybe I should watch it. I never even watched the trailer. I just was like, I don't watch these trailers. I don't need it. Like 2026, like who needs it? But I'm gonna watch that.
baby.
Wow, that was pretty great. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. 3 weeks, I didn't even watch it. I was like, nah. I think because I was caught up in the Disney boycott action, and we were like, nah, they're not gonna get me that easily. And then, what did they do?
Yo.
They did get me that easily. Anyway, recipe Scott
Say
Hall.
good night to the bad guy. Come on. The last time you're gonna see a bad guy like this again, let me tell you.
Survey time. Yo, who walked the streets of Opalaka with like 5 chains? From the first, hey yo, he took over the game. Smoking Cubans, man, you swore that he was Cuban. Swag before swag, man, the machismo was oozing. I'm still a teen, walking around with a toothpick. Calling teachers Chico, trying to be like my hero. Razor, such an extraordinary player. So much flavor, nobody could do it greater. Kicked off the Monday Night Wars. Made you question everything you thought you knew before. From the first power bomb proceeding with the crucifix. Hair back, super slick, ain't no one as cool as this. Nah, many duplicated, but nobody passed by. So we gotta toast one time. Guess we gotta say goodbye to the bad guy. Bye to the bad guy. Too sweet for life to do is mad fly. They say he had his demons. Show me someone who didn't. I dwell on what he was, never on what he is. Say goodbye to the bad guy. Bye to the bad guy. Too sweet for life to
Shout out to G1. He killed this beat.
do is mad fly. They say he had his demons. Show me someone who didn't. I dwell on what he was. No time for what he isn't. Ready or not, catch him surfing through the crowd. Show me that to be heard, you ain't gotta be loud. Now trust me, it's touched me. The love's felt all across the country. Only God can judge him. Yeah, only he without sin can tell me if the means to justify the ends. Yeah, but you can't teach cool. Something happened to the jewels, something happening to you. Remember, bad guys used to get the booze. That all changed thanks to you. Guess we gotta say goodbye to the bad guy. Bye to the bad guy. Too sweet for life to do is mad fly. They say he had his demons. Show me someone who didn't. I dwell on what he was, never on what he is. Say goodbye to the bad guy. Bye to the bad guy. Too sweet for life to do is mad fly. They say he had his demons. Show me someone who didn't. I dwell on what he was. No time for what he is.
Back when WCW had nothing to do with a woman crush. New World Order captured the attention of a bunch of us. A 6'7" stud used to be managed by Diamond. Roll with a crew of Defiance. Wrestling psychology mastered the science.
Shout out to G1. Pulled the double here. Got the beat and also got a great verse on this thing.
I was an outsider watching outsiders and next to Nash. His will to go against the grain that had me all attached. One of the best finishes, you kidding me? Raise them high, arms stretched, they fall out, boy. Thanks for the memories. I dug them with the red and black drip. Mad fly. Him and the crew were taking out some of these mad guys, but now some of those same guys are legends, meeting them at the pearly gates, telling our creator, say hi to the bad guy.
Say hello.
I guess y'all ain't hear me. Hey, yo, God. Say hi
Guess
to
we
the
gotta
bad
say
guy.
goodbye to the bad guy. Bye to the bad guy. Too sweet for life to do is mad fly. They say he had his demons. Show me someone who didn't. I dwell on what he was, never on what he is. Say goodbye to the bad guy. Bye to the bad guy. Too sweet for life to do is mad fly. They say he had his demons. Show me someone who didn't. I dwell on what he was. No time for what he is. Hard work pays off. Dreams do come true. Bad times don't last, but the bad guys do. Hard work pays off. Dreams do come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do.
Wow. That gave me some of the feels back that I got when the first time I watched it. That was really good, man. All right, now that I'm on my wrestling tip. How much wrestling is real? Wrestling is real. Same director. Shout out to my man John D. I have my book coming. Oh my gosh. Can't wait. I've been out of it for a long time.
Yeah, it's still real to me, damn it. You haters just knocking it cause you don't understand it. Hot shotting belts in the last second panic. We on long-term booking feet planet. I don't vanish, they want me to fall back. Make room for the others, but nah, I'm sorry. That ain't gonna work for me, brother. The work that we produce make a listener go damn like he working with Farouk. Got you worked into a shoot. I'm the Shawn Michaels of the song cycle. Paul Bearer of the small era, the new face of terror. Toss you off the cage in a fit of rage. Make Foley look like Steve-O or Margera. They wondering if Matt Mania done hit the bricks. We like Terry Funk, homie, we ain't never quit. Pop up unexpectedly, perpetual motion. Jeff Jarrett, getting bags from every promotion. From Quizlemania to wrestle with regret. Up, up, down, down, then the dynamite with West. I don't wanna upset my political connects, but I was watching wrestling on a black and white set. Scramble box in the living room since Mania 1. And watched ECW since the day it begun. Back on 23rd and Swanson in tattered denim jackets. Swinging like Cornette with tennis rackets. Smiling to the hard cam, get used to the pressure. None fresher, leaving amateurs future endeavored. Raps about wrestling, thought you'd never see the day. Turn it up to 11 like Kurt Angle in TNA. Asking dumb questions, is he face or a hill? Put rappers in hammerlock till I'm making them squill. Told record labels to chill, cause I ain't taking the deal. Cause I'm never gonna die like Brett's hatred for Bill. You know accidents happen, but this was on purpose. Lenny Popo, I'm a genius when spitting them verses. Wrestling mag under the seat when I'm sitting in service. Free agent, cause my soul isn't for purchase. Listen, I've been rowdy from Philly to Cobb County. King Booker, don't need nobody to crown me. Leave them triggered like a knee to the face. Cause wrestling is real and people are fake. What?
All right.
No matter who you are, whatever you do, please don't try this at home.
Yeah, don't try this rapping at home. People are fake. I did it at my local wrestling store. Check that out. That's great. I need to use that more. I forgot I had that intro. It's really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Wrestling is real, people are fake. Cause when you eating, they peeping your plate. Sitting in the cut to see your mistakes. Pray on your weakness to keep you at bay. Wrestling in music is seeming the same. I'm just playing my part, trying to keep out the way. They call me a leader cause I was the teacher, but nowadays I ain't got nothing to say. Follow my own code, brother. It's a long road, brother. Put you on your backside, that's a stone cold stunner. Hell yeah. Mega Ran wins, LOL. They ain't even surprised anymore, and I can tell. Got no heat with you. But if I did, then it'd be white hot. Critically acclaimed, off the chain, that's a mic drop.
Wait, speaking of getting worked into a shoot, I happened upon some receipts I got for what was the 2 promo incidents that was the prototype for the CM Punk sit down PB promo. Really? But I happened upon some receipts I got for what was the 2 promo incidents. Oh, so you did you posted those as well? Ooh, I kind of need to see them.
Cause when you limitless, they'll always try to limit you. But none could walk a mile in my 15 tennis shoe. Barry Windham on GoFundMe, Billy Graham on GoFundMe. All the entertainment they brought us, how they wind up with no money. I was up in college hungry, my meal plan depleted. Still somehow scraped up the funding for pay-per-view Sunday. Kinda funny like Greg, Nick, Tim, and Blessing. How you progressing and they ask the same questions like, how long you gonna do this? Man, there ain't no telling. I'm hurting like hell, but on camera, no selling. I'm back like Bray Wyatt due to fervent demand. I show love, though very few cats deserving of rants. Cause for the coaches, what they be yelling, but as for $1, the result is telling. We'll try to pay you, just wait till it's over. Now I play hide and seek with the promoter. Hot dog and a handshake. Pop ball for the fan base. Traveling across the landscape. Some use drugs as the band-aid. I was good at the fam 8, keeping my needs secondary.
It's me. What's up, Era 2012? What up?
Every week I was getting buried. Now it's clear that I'm legendary. Who let that friendship spoil like it's out of the season? Free my locale, holler, I gladly drop my beacon. I'm making beats now, so I try to use logic and reason. But when people show you who they are, you gotta believe them. I keep in Arizona, Addy, but my heart's in Philly. Check my circle and you find the only bosses near me. Anybody know I keep a plug across the city? Cause I ain't trying to lose the case like Austin Theory. Feel me? Yeah. Wrestling is real, people are fake.
This was so long ago, 2 years ago. That's so funny. I said I ain't trying to lose the case like Austin Theory. People will forget Austin Theory was the freaking Money in the Bank guy, and then he like literally just lost the case. That's what happened. So, got lost the case. Earth Yard, what's good? I see you in a minute. What up?
Wrestling is real, people are fake. Cause when you eating, they peep in your plate. Sitting in the cut to see your mistakes. Praying your weakness to keep you at bay. Wrestling in music is seeming the same. I'm just playing my part trying to keep out the way. They call me a leader cause I was the teacher, but nowadays I ain't got nothing to say. Wrestling is real, people are fake. Hey. Hey, yo, I seen what you do, I respect it and all. I've been watching wrestling since before I could crawl. So I think the next logical step to progress is to hop inside the ring, give my knowledge a test. Yes, luckily I've got a friend named Creed. He's agreed to show me everything I'ma need. So excuse me, I'ma do a couple stretches and then we can get started with these lessons.
Wait, what are you doing? Is this why I'm here? And why are you in a singlet?
This is my wrestling gear.
I thought I was coming over to play Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I tried to tell you plans changed, but I lost your number. Remember that time we did that battle in the ring?
Yeah.
And everybody loved it and said that we did our thing?
Yo, that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know, but I think I want to give this a go.
Bro, no. There are so many things you need to be aware of. The fans, co-workers, yourself to take care of. The respect, ability to connect, and not to mention you could break your freaking neck.
Like Kurt Angle did?
Yeah, exactly. Take a backseat. That guy, he's an Olympic athlete. So imagine what would happen to you.
What's the worst thing, really?
I mean, you could tear your Achilles.
I wanna slam fools on the mat. Wanna suplex cats, give them belly to back. Rock bottom, tombstone, and a sunset flip. So I need you to teach me that.
No way.
I wanna slam fools on the mat. Hear the crowd go wild when I win the strap. Moonsault, sharpshooter, and a F5 too. So I need you to teach me that.
No.
Oh, why
like,
not?
just because you're a fan, you think that you can hop into the ring like straight up the stands?
Yeah.
Like, what if I decided to rap?
Hey, thanks for following.
Like you're doing right now?
Well, that's besides the fact. And I'm only doing this just to prove my point. And for the record, I sound pretty good on this joint. But first of all, no shade, but you're of a certain age and the body reacts different to pain. When's the last time you fell?
Well, a week ago, when I got clumsy inside a Home Depot.
Imagine doing that 30 times a day. And some ailments you get just don't go away. And say your wife gets mad, you're always on the road.
I'm already on the road. I do shows, you do shows. I was told entertainment is all the same. It's a different court, but we playing the same game. I wanna slam fools on the mat. Wanna suplex cats, give them belly to back. Rock bottom, tombstone, and a sunset flip. So I need you to teach me that.
No way.
I wanna slam fools on the mat. Hear the crowd go wild when I win the strap. Moonsault, sharpshooter, and a F5 too. So I need you to teach me that. Creed, I wanna learn to run the ropes, do flat back bumps, throw lines, and perfect a sick working punch.
Who told you these terms?
I got them from the internet, and if you don't mind, I wasn't quite finished yet.
This was my pandemic project with Woods. I was like, yo, I'm gonna write you a rap. Let's do it. And he was like, okay.
Drop kick, drop toe hold, and a scoop slam. A little sweet chin music, tuning up the band. Big
What's up?
boots, headlocks, and Samoan drops. Choke slams, full Nelsons, Indian death locks. Fujiwara arm bars, coquina clutches. Make me the baddest. I wanna be the toughest. Stretch me out. I wanna see what I can take and make it look real, even though we know it's.
Don't you ever fix your lips to say that word.
Okay, but you gotta show me how to not get hurt.
Man, I can't do this. I just came to play a game, and my friend is now gone completely insane, so I'm just gonna leave.
You're just gonna leave. I wouldn't never desert you in your time of need. But one more thing, I got you a gift.
What?
Golden Girls DVD Season 3. Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, I just might.
Well, if you want it, you gotta teach me to fight.
Okay, one lesson, then we gotta stop.
Okay, what's the first thing?
Taking a chair shot.
Chapter 2's the best, truly.
Yeah, he hit me. He gave me a shot. Two dislikes, I guess Big E and Kofi were upset they weren't in it. That's hilarious. This was fun. also said stretch me out, and everybody was been like, yo, boss, hey yo, you can't say that. Let's see. I'll play you one more. One of my favorites. Oh, this was my jam too. Y'all remember when toss a coin to your Witcher was a thing?
What's going on, everybody? This is Mega Ran. I'm about to bring you a new track that I've been working on for a long time and I'm very proud of. But first, I want to let you know that you can get songs just like this one delivered to your inbox twice a month. All you got to do is join the Patreon. That's patreon.com/Megaran. Shout out to everybody that's already down with the Patreon, and you could be one of those people. You'll get a shout out at the end of every track, as well as some special bonuses. All right, get over to patreon.com/Megaran for more. And now, here's a new song. May I have your attention here in the tavern, please? I hear you all whispering about The Witcher, but none of you have actually seen The Witcher. I have not only laid eyes on the man, but I have spent time with him. That's right. I rode with him, myself, my two friends, and we will tell you the tale. I saw him with my own two eyes. They cut a monster down twice his size. So let me tell you about what I've learned and paint you a picture of The Witcher. You ain't heard of Geralt or Rivia? Let me in here. The reason that monsters be living in fear. You better be scared. The Witcher in here. The fright got him turning white like they rendered his hair. After harsh experiments for many a years, death in the air. Evil, the less appeared, but he refused to choose, so the threat is prepared. At the tavern to get him a beer. Met Renfrew temptingly proved to be a deadly affair. Let the scar on the heart that can never repair. And the horse named Rose takes him everywhere. On the hunt for whoever till the end of his years. Yeah, I'm just a bar trying to make my rent. But I seen cats cross and get played like Quint by the butcher of Blaviken. For the right price, give him a target and wait, we'll drag him in.
Toss a coin to her Witcher. Oh, valley of plenty. Oh, valley of plenty. Oh, toss a coin to your Witcher. Oh, valley of plenty.
Dash. Yeah. These are unfortunate days. I used to be a soldier fighting wars for the pay, but now I'm just another man with corpses and graves of humanitors with victims of forces depraved. There's some bodies we can't even find. I don't know if it's a monster or a mastermind, but I know that even in my fighting days I'll be no match for this one. Had to hire the White Wolf, the master witcher. And yeah, I heard about Blaviken, but if he can handle this, I got a bag to gift him. I don't want to haggle on the pay, but it might happen. The White Flame, but he fights dragons, so call his name until strife happens, and then he finds action, and the chaos gets tamed, so it's like magic. Yeah, I sent him off into the dark woods. He came back and said no monsters but hard crooks. Said he cut him down after he tossed with a nard push. I thanked him and gave him props on the bar. Look, job done smooth quickly. Spread the news swiftly. And as agreed, I tossed him about 250.
Toss a coin to her Witcher. Oh, valley of plenty. Oh, valley of plenty. Oh, toss a coin to your Witcher. Oh, valley of plenty. They came after me. For deceit, broke down my loot and they kicked in my teeth, while the devil's horns minced our tender meat.
Yo, Ran, I guess rappers can be bards now. Wow.
Eyes get right and it's more than a warning. Slaughter at night, get rewards in the morning. Better be polite nor ignoring decorum. He's drawing his sword for a torrent of florins. He'll give you a win before you're apprised of the fact that you have it like the law or surprise. Toss him some coin, he's along for the ride. Toss him some BS, he'll toss you aside. You may think that'll fail, but I bet he's back at the tavern and sipping on some ale with the head of the monster he was looking to kill, and he's waiting around for the person foot in the bill. And who are we? Just a couple of rap bards rapping about a Witcher on a track that slaps hard. You better listen, cuz or else you missed the buzz. About to go Witcher Geralt to Rivia. So just cut him an offer, toss him a coin and slaughter your monsters.
Toss a coin.
Oh yeah, I need to do a collab thing on this at some point. Anyway. I probably gotta run. Wow, I'm looking at, where is this? Bleacher Report's top 25 wrestlers. Have you seen this? Rest in peace, Ace Frehley. Bleacher Report top 25 wrestlers. I have men's superstars. This is redonkulous. Okay. Look at this. All right. No bias. Let's just give them the facts. All right. We have, you know what? John Cena, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, Rey Mysterio, Chris Jericho. Number 5. Yeah. What? Over Stone Cold. Where's Stone Cold? 20? Stone Cold is 20? Okay. What is your criteria here? John Cena, okay. Randy Orton, I'm not ready to put Randy Orton at number 2. Roman Reigns is probably a fair number 2. Chris Jericho, I'd put Roman at number 2, maybe. It's weird to do that. This is over the past 25 years. I'm sorry. Stone Cold had what, 6 years maybe, but I'm sorry. He's the biggest the business ever was. Oh man. Okay. I'm about to call this guy. I'm about to call Marcos because he's tripping. I'm about to call him right now. This is crazy. I understand 25 years and Stone Cold was 3 of them, but yo, what up?
It's 25 years, dog. I thought, didn't Stone Cold retire in 03?
So he was around from what, 97 to 03?
No, 95. 95.
I mean, as big as he was. Stone Cold. Okay, 95 to 03. 8 strong years.
But I think at that point he was the bionic redneck. They were trying to push an angle on everybody. And Shawn was already back in the second point of his career. So, like, I don't understand. Like, I can live with Stone Cold where he's at. Because this
20 is insane. So you talking about so what is like longevity the biggest factor in this?
But okay, do you consider Shawn Michaels Attitude Era or the PG era, which is, I think this is what this encompasses.
Well, if we go 25 years, so this is 2000
John Cena's
to now.
Entire career.
Ah, okay. So now I understand because this starts at 2000. Stone Cold's biggest years were before that.
Like John Cena just debuted. Remember who are the top people? Like I don't even know what Batista is at on this list. Yeah, because I have.
Batista's 18.
That's bullshit because Batista was as big as Ray at this point. This was the coming of Randy Orton and all of them. This is like when they started to take over.
Yeah, this was their era. So this is like Cena, Edge, Orton, Batista, Daniel Bryan's era. But Chris Jericho at number 5 is a little crazy.
No, because remember he pulled up in '99. He was the biggest name there when to be truth be told, this is actually Triple H's era. I don't know what number they have him at.
Triple H is 13, right in the middle.
I don't know. I think this was, it might have been business wise or something because he was a champ for.
I think them putting
Cena had to wrestle the belt from him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, this is Rey Mysterio over the Undertaker is a bit much, but maybe we're looking at it like the fact that Undertaker
Like,
didn't
well,
have.
well, Ray was part of the SmackDown Four, and the SmackDown Four was Ray, Batista, a Taker, and Eddie, I believe. You know what I mean?
Eddie is 19, so you got Eddie ranked. Wait, no, not 19. Where was Eddie? Eddie's 15. Correction.
That's fucking wild.
Come on, yo. This is crazy.
Like, this is a SmackDown era. Go as far back as the SmackDown era. Think about since SmackDown came on. Like, The Rock should be way higher because they made the show in his name. Yeah. Arguably, The Rock became the biggest star after the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Like the Attitude Era was Shawn, his first run, Stone Cold, and Bret Hart. Like, you know what I mean? Those were the cats that were the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was Triple H and The Rock, because you got to put them in the same, because they literally made each other. And
I thought Roman should have been number 2, but what do you think?
I don't know. I think if he has a strong case with these couple of years.
I mean, the last 4 or 5 years have been fire, but like he had 3 really bad years.
Yeah. And I think he's definitely the top of the list for like from the 2010s on.
Yeah.
Like that's his era. Like I don't think you put Seth and Dean in this list because they didn't come until like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't even bother.
Like you can't count their call up. Like, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like all 3 of their careers did not go into overdrive until Seth broke off. Let's say they didn't break off and they remained the faction. I don't think they will either one of them will have a tremendous career.
Yeah.
Because arguably as a trio, as a faction, the New Day are better than them.
Okay.
In my opinion. Think about it. Let's say, this is one of the reasons why the New Day turning heel or them breaking up won't work out, because it's like you've been associated with that act so long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Like, this is a ground-up faction, and so was the New Day.
Well, speaking of New Day, would you say then that Kofi belongs on this list, and let alone at 25 where he is?
I think he belongs higher, because remember, a lot of people forget this. Kofi was CM Punk's contemporary. He never left.
Yeah. I mean, just because he was there the whole time doesn't necessarily mean he was great the whole time.
Yeah, but he had arguably the best run out of any tag team wrestler there, because he was an established single star before he was in a faction.
Okay, now so then I agree with that. But if that is true, then The Miz needs to be on here.
Who?
The Miz.
Yes, 100%.
He's not here. I think Miz should be here above like Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, because you can't. I love Dean, but what did Dean arguably has had the greatest moments of his wrestling career in AEW. They made him a bigger star there. Right.
He got one championship run, and he was part of you could call the Shield the best faction in WWE history. And he was part of that.
That comes with an asterisk. You know what I mean? And the reason I say it comes with an asterisk is because if they weren't great as single stars, nobody would say that. Like, what did they do as a faction? What did they do?
They all won belts.
No, nobody won a world title.
Well, no, not world title, but they had all the mid-card belts and they were tag team champs.
Okay. That's kind of a lie, because they basically did the same thing that the New Day did, except white. Arguably, the New Day has done more as a faction than anybody.
Well, yeah, I think they have the most tag title. No, they don't. I think the Usos
no.
do.
I'm talking about like, think about this. Like, the New Day as a faction, as a cohesive unit that never broke up. They've had 2 world champions. 3 IC titles and multiple. They broke the records of tag team titles. If you break down the Shield together, they've only had the U.S. belt and the tag belt. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I think that's true. But I think because they've been, and it's not just about belts, but I think they were main event in pay-per-views. Like, they were in big events. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that was all during like a course of 2-3 years. It's like that's like you saying right now that the Hurt Business is the greatest tag team of all time because you're basing off of their individual success.
No, they didn't. They were never on the top of the card, so I would never say that.
I mean, Bobby was.
But they weren't together at the top of the card.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't like
no, the Shield were main eventing as a trio, which was unheard of.
No, after the fact, when they were first together, they only main evented twice during a short run when they were feuding with CM Punk.
Yeah.
But when they got into their own storylines, they were mid-carders, dog. Go back and watch the tape, baby.
Okay, all right.
They were feuding with the Wyatts, and if the Shield is there, how come none of the Wyatts are there?
They have Bray as honorable mention.
Wow.
I don't think Cody should be on this at all.
Yeah,
personally.
Yeah, because it's subjective. You got to talk to whoever printed. Because they said in the last 25 years.
25 years. So, Cody's best part isn't over. It didn't even really get started yet. He just main evented 2 Manias. So out of this 25 years, his impact has been the last 2 years of it. So I don't think he should be on it.
Like, seriously, I think Roman should have probably been number 1. If you go off of who main evented the most in the last 25 years, and I'm not talking, think about it, when they were trying to force him down our throat, he probably has, if you even take out the tribal chief aspect, he rivals John Cena. John Cena should be the number 1 undisputed, 100%.
Yeah.
Because this is his career, his era.
I agree. I agree. I agree. I said that it should be Roman second. I don't think. I mean, respect to Randy Orton. He's an all-timer, but the last 10 years have been pretty quiet.
But I think he's done enough to be 3 or 4. Him and Batista, and to round out the top 5, honestly, should be Triple H. Like, you got to give him an era. Like although Triple H participated in the what's it called, the shit, I just forgot the name, in that era that Stone Cold was popular, in the fucking, what do they call that era again?
What's that? The Attitude Era?
Yeah, the Attitude Era. He was a big player.
Well, the Attitude Era was only 4 years, right? So I think
it was between 95 to 2001. It ended around Invasion. And how far do they have Angle on this list?
Angle is 7, because he was big. He was big in the early 2000s.
Yeah,
he's 7. Undertaker was pretty big over there too. Seth, I would move down. He's 8. I'd move him down. CM Punk, I'd move up.
What number is he?
He's 14.
That's crazy.
AJ Styles is 19 and Batista's 18.
And what about Jeff Hardy?
Jeff Hardy is 16.
Okay, what about Matt?
Matt is not here.
Okay. This list is wild. Triple H is so far down. Eddie Guerrero should be at least in the top 10 at minimum.
Yeah, I would. There's a few people that I think don't belong. I think Dean Ambrose, Cody Rhodes. I could argue Kofi either way, but maybe he belongs. But if that's the case, Miz belongs and Kane belongs.
Wow, Kane is not here.
Kane's not even on there. Kane is I think besides Kofi, the most tag team champion winner of all time.
Bro, so I think, honestly, John Cena at the top. I will put Roman Reigns at 2, Randy Orton at 3, for Rey Mysterio, I would put, and you're gonna think my pick is controversial. Where the fuck is JBL on this list?
How long was his run though?
His run was like a good 5-6 years at the top of the card, dog.
Well, in that case, yeah, I'd maybe put him over Booker.
Yeah. Well, I guess they're trying to give him his WCW flowers. His career didn't take off until the end of WCW, which was like 99. So it fits, but I don't know. And where's the Big Show?
Oh, God. Big Show is not here.
That's another one, whether you like him or not. He carried the WWE during the shitty periods, bro.
Yeah. He did. What's up, Pixie? Yeah, we're talking about this top 25 list from Bleacher Report. Lisa Chase Wolf says, "Where's Great Khali? He was a great draw."
Wait, are you on the stream right now?
I am.
Oh, I'll hop on. I'm thinking we're just talking.
I was reading it while I was on, and I was like, you know what? I got to talk about this right now.
All right, I'll get up. Send me the invite. I'll get on.
All right, I'll bring you in on Discord. All right.
All right. Cool.
Okay. Boo this list. Yes, I would boo this list for sure. Let me see. Do. All right, I'm gonna call him right now. I recognize more than one name. That's good. I mean, this is 2000 to 2025, but I think they got a little bit of recency bias by putting Cody Rhodes up there. I just don't think Cody belongs. I might actually argue that the name we don't say, Chris Benoit, might belong on here too. But ain't nobody trying to hear me on that. 6 names, not bad. Yo.
Give me a second. I'm getting my setup ready. Man's got me over here on blast.
All right, hold on. Let me figure out how to put your Discord screen on the screen. Big Show not on here. Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's just, the recency bias is making you people be like, oh, nobody wants to see Big Show. But Big Show was at the top of the card for a lot of this run.
Yeah. Like, if you think about it, he literally, and if you want to be, in WrestleMania 2000, he was part of the main event.
He was. Well, then where's Mick Foley? So was he.
I think, I don't know. Was Mick Foley considered Attitude Era? I think that's the question for the folks at home.
I mean, I feel like he was Attitude Era, but he wasn't around for much of the 2000s. I think he probably made it to about 03, 04 and was done, maybe.
But he had a crazy career. Like, we're lucky this man is still alive. Like, let's be real.
Yeah, for real.
Like, so what is the chat saying?
They're saying more Great Khali. The man was a draw.
I mean, he was. He used to be a draw in certain markets. I'm almost certain he'll outsell people's favorites.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, nobody wants to talk about that. He was a draw.
I mean, like, he's no Gigante. You remember the Gigante?
El Gigante.
Am I the only old person?
I do. Kane.
My man used to came out.
Swag Switcher says
with a furry.
Mick Foley retired in 2000, so yeah, maybe not. Dean Ambrose, he got a roll. Like, come on. Again, that's just some recency bias. I think Kane should be here whether I like him or not. See, it's not it's like I just think they did a lot of this just to be like, oh, we like this guy, let's put him in here. We like this guy, let's put him in here. But
all right, I'm in Discord on the computer. How we doing this?
You're already on.
What are we doing?
You're on screen.
Oh.
You're on Twitch.
I'm on Twitch. Oh man, I want. How do I transfer this? Call me on Discord so I can be transferred, so I can be comfortable instead of holding.
You are on Discord. Oh, what do you want me to do?
I don't know where on Discord you have it.
I did a Discord.
Just call me back. There we go.
Okay. All right. I'll call you right back. All right. Well, that was Marcos. I'll get him back in a second. Triple H being in the middle, I guess, makes sense. Edge also makes sense. The Rock, they named the show after him, and he's popped in and out for the entire 25 years. That's fair. Rey Mysterio is just very high, man. Like, I don't remember a whole lot of time where he was on top. Samoa Joe should be on a list, but for WWE, I get why he's not. Over the past 25 years, yeah, this is a WWE list. He didn't have much of an impact there, unfortunately. But Ambrose, I feel like they just wanted to keep the whole Shield on, because there's really no reason to do that. AJ Styles was arguably on top from, when did he come? 2016? I think he came in 16.
What are we talking about?
AJ Styles. When did he come? 16, 17 maybe?
Yeah, it was 16. That's wild that they put this man on here.
Yeah, so he did 9 years. I think The Rock should be higher. I think Randy should be a little lower just because the last decade's been a little low. Jeff Hardy should be a little higher. I'd move AJ down to the Booker T Kofi spot. I understand y'all trying to, fit the token and throw a few brothers in there. But I think it's just more telling that over the past 25 years, there isn't a black male superstar that you've profiled over the last 25 years, except The Rock.
I mean, and depending on who you ask, man, The Rock is not even a man of color. You know what I mean? People are wild right now.
People will question you on that.
Yeah.
There is a old Ahmed Johnson interview. I don't know if you saw it. A shoot interview. He came at everybody's neck, though.
I know he said something wild because it's Ahmed Johnson. That's the only way he knows how to talk. He knows how to talk about being wild. That's it.
He's a wild boy. So first he said he ain't like gold dust for a lot of reasons, but he said that The Rock backstage would let Triple H and Shawn Michaels and them call him the N-word. And
you know what? I could definitely see that. I've never been in the locker room, but it's like, yo, if you know that these men are the guys that can control people liking you. Hey man, like we've had conversations that enough is enough, but also like, when you don't get pushed, somebody else will be doing the same. Right. You know what I mean? Like somebody be like, "Oh, I don't care, man. I ain't crazy like that. Let's do it."
But the worst part of it is when they would say that to him, and he would pull him aside like, "Yo, why you let him talk to you like that?" And he would say, "Man, I'm not even black. I don't know why they say that, yo. Rocky Johnson's not my dad. People just say that." And he's like,
but I don't know. How much of that is Ahmed Johnson being Ahmed Johnson? You see, I always got to think about the source.
Right. You have to consider the source.
Like, we've been around people that the source is, trust me, bro. That's the source.
Yeah, he's one of those sources. Like, I take it with a grain of salt. He said, like, he just basically said everybody was like, he said Booker T was a kiss ass. He said, yeah, he just had nothing good to say about really anybody.
I can see that. I could definitely see that. Like, like it's funny because, man, I wish human beings were not like that. I feel like if people were genuinely honest, they would just be themselves. You know what I mean? Like, everybody got to have a gimmick. Is like, oh, I'm not there no more. Like, did you hear, what was it, Shivani? Yeah, it was Shivani that said that he doesn't watch WWE because he's not interested in their product. And it's like, dog, if you like wrestling, you watch everything. That's just me.
Pretty much. Yeah, you should want to watch everything. Like, there's got to be somebody on that show that you enjoy watching. Like, to say that it's not is this kind of a lie. But I don't know. Like, you think CM Punk was watching the whole time he was out?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. But, like, you know, I see it this way. In the way that if I work for Reebok, I'm not going to throw out all my Nikes. You know what I mean? Like, it just seems foolish. Like,
you're not gonna wear them. You're not gonna wear them to work.
I mean, depends. We saw that documentary with Shaq. He made old boy take off his shoes, but you know what I mean. I'll bring him to the car. I'm not gonna toss him out. Like, come on now.
Yeah. No.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, like I don't know, man. Brand wars is a thing. I've never been about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, is there an Mega Ran out there? Like, you know, be like, yeah, you can't listen to him. Like
Nega Ran.
Like
no.
Yeah, like
I have
like
a
bro,
person,
like
I have a person that I think is my my arch nemesis, but I won't say. But
oh, you gotta hit me with that in the text later, because now I'm curious. I'm like, first of all, you love everybody and everybody loves you. That's how I see it. Don't wise me up. Chat better not wise me up to this. That's how I believe right now.
Nah, I believe that I do like everybody, but there is a person that like I see everywhere, and people be like, "Yo, that person's just like you." Like, that's, you know, and I'll be like, "No, I'm nothing like that person." Like, you know, so that happens a lot. When you see somebody in the same place all the time, and you're like, "Dang, like, is this person stalking me? Like, what is going on?" So that there is a person. I wonder if that person even knows, but probably not.
Well, that's why I switch it up, man. I switch it up. Like, I am the only Dominican that you do podcasts with that has cornrows, and then if somebody gets cornrows, you know what? I'm going to a baldy. Let's go. And let them know what they're thinking.
Oh man, if I hire Titus, then there'll be a problem.
Oh man, I will lose. It'll be a wrap. First of all, I didn't even see, why is Kevin Owens on this list? Are we including his ROH days?
Yeah, this is a little surprising. Like, Kevin Owens when did he come up? 2014, 15?
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, man.
I don't
I feel like we gotta talk.
And most of the 10 is in the top, in the main picture. Then they decide to give you some love. But in that case, I think Miz needs to be here.
Yeah, Miz, number one. So my non-negotiables are Miz, and I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm over here shooting this man bail, but Kane.
Yeah.
Regardless of what you think about Glenn Jacobs, Kane was the man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man.
Kane literally came in the business as a main event talent and pretty much left as a main event talent. Like, Kane was always up there.
He defied all like logic. How many people get pushed too hot in the beginning? They're gone. Like, hey, Ryback comes to mind.
Yeah,
I'm glad they didn't put in Ryback. But you think if Ryback was still like a backstage hand or something, they would have put him on this list? Probably. I feel it's like, who you cool with? Like you have to be a legend to be on this list and not be in the WWE.
This is kind of like
I don't know, man.
Who you like. Yeah, this is a list of people the internet likes. Like John Cena, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, Rey Mysterio, Chris Jericho. Maybe if you don't like Chris Jericho these days. Undertaker, Angle, Rollins, The Rock, Daniel Bryan, Edge, Lesnar, Triple H, CM Punk, Eddie, Jeff, HBK, Batista, AJ, Stone Cold, Cody, Dean Ambrose, Kevin Owens. The end is mad shaky, yo. The end is shaky. 21, Cody. 22, Ambrose. 23, Owens. 24, Booker T. 25, Kofi. It's mad shaky at the end. Like, they were just trying to fit people in. They're like, all right, we gotta get this guy in. He likes
I don't know, man. Like, I feel like we're missing somebody major.
Those last four you could scoop out for Miz, Kane. Who else did we say?
I'm trying to, like, JBL. Yeah, where's my man
I
JBL?
think JBL is legit as well. Swag Switcher said it too. Yeah, I think you swap out those final 4 and you could find anybody else really, or even 5, because Cody, Cody would get that 25th
I'll give
spot.
Kofi. I'll keep Kofi in the 25th spot.
I agree. I'll keep Kofi because he's been a part of a lot of big moments.
And then, like, okay, so I would, like, seriously, in order for this list to make sense in my mind, because it's starting to hurt my head, I would have to talk with the author and ask him a couple ground rule questions, like, does order matter? What is the criteria? You know what I mean? Like, these are questions they gotta ask. Like, if it's like people that are awesome in the last few days, like, I get it. If they're not, what is going on?
See. Okay. Chris Muller, Graham Matthews, Donald Wood, Eric Ball, Kevin Burge, Eric Beeston cast their votes on the top 25 greatest superstars of the quarter century, determined by in-ring performance, mic ability, historical significance, fan popularity, main roster accomplishments, so not NXT, and overall importance to the company during that period. Find out who landed where and why. Okay, honorable mention, Bray Wyatt, Kane, Big Show. I think they all should be in there. Maybe not Bray Wyatt, but Kane and Big Show, yes. Others receiving votes: Dolph Ziggler, Goldberg, Matt Hardy, RVD, Christian, Sheamus, Sami Zayn, The Miz, and Chris Benoit.
Yo, the Zigzag man should be there on longevity alone. And in Love It You Hate It, Christian should be up there, so Benoit.
Yeah,
like,
I think,
hey, Benoit did a heinous thing, but if you're talking, you're not saying people that we don't like, that we don't talk about. You're talking about who dominated in 2000. If we lived in a vacuum, Chris Benoit will be top 5. If we lived in a vacuum and like he's somewhere, right, trying to work in indie right now because WWE is like, hey man, you got to retire. You know, we would absolutely say that.
All right, so they show everybody's accomplishments since 2000. So Kofi, WWE champion, 4-time IC, 3-time US, 7-time Raw tag team, 7-time SmackDown, and a World Tag Team champ.
What did I tell you before? I'm telling you, dog. Like, and this is where your chat might blow up. Your chat might blow up. I think the New Day on paper, and in terms of accomplishments, are the best faction of all time, because we talked about it. While the what's it called, the Shield were together, what did they accomplish while they were together? We're not talking about separately. What did they accomplish while they were together? Nothing really. Honestly.
Really. Like not anywhere near as much as the New Day.
Yeah, they won the tag belts maybe 3 times, and Dean Ambrose had 2 so-so US title runs. I don't know, man.
All right, Booker T.
All
right, listen what they say. Since 2000, WCW champ, World Heavyweight champ, IC, 3-time US, 2-time Hardcore, 3-time Tag Team, King of the Ring, and Hall of Fame in 2013 and 2019.
But Booker T, for the most part, when he joined the WWE in the main roster, he was a mid-card or a tag team partner. He literally tagged with everybody. He was Kofi Kingston before Kofi Kingston. People forgot that Kofi and CM Punk won tag belts together.
No, they did. He was the face of SmackDown in 2006 as King Booker, and other than that, nothing since then. So,
remind me, does anybody know in the chat did King Booker win the actual world title in WWE? And we're not talking about TNA Booker, which arguably he had the funniest run in the world. If you don't believe me, go watch the TNA clip of him commentating while he's beating somebody down.
Yeah,
it's got to be one of the funniest things in the world.
The chat says yes, he did win as he was champ while King. Kevin Owens, Universal champ,
I don't know,
2-time IC, 3-time US tag team champ twice.
No, man. Because I feel like if you put Kevin Owens in here, then you got to open the door for Sammy and
Sammy was
and Finn
Sammy was
and Finn.
Sammy was a honorable mention.
Okay.
But he don't have these titles. He don't have this hardware. You know what I mean? But and he hasn't been at the top.
Neither does Dean. Neither does Dean.
KO
I
has
think
been
Dean
in the main event or near it since he showed up. So that's
okay. Let's be real. How long was Dean Ambrose's title run? I feel like it wasn't more than 45 days.
We're getting there right now. Accomplishments since 2000. Dean Ambrose, WWE champ, 3-time IC, 1-time US, 2-time tag champ, and Money in the Bank winner. Is that enough?
Mm-mm. No, man.
It's not enough. But the homies left, but it's not enough.
Yeah. Like I don't think he's a Hall of Famer just with his WWE alone. I think he's arguably done his best work as John Moxley.
Well, yeah, I don't think
that's just me.
Argue that, and that was in 2019 when he left. So 6 years without. I think. No.
Isn't he at a point that he's been longer in AEW than he has with the E?
Probably.
Or just about the same?
Probably. Look, they even questioned it themselves. Whether Ambrose did enough to belong on this list at the expense of Kane, Big Show, or even a prolific champion like Sheamus is the real question. Yes.
Holy crap.
Yo.
I forgot about Sheamus. Sheamus, yes.
Yeah, bro. No, he does not belong on this list over any of those.
Sheamus needed like 3 back surgeries before he cooled off. That man used to come in and win a world title like if it was a part of his contract. I thought he was the second coming of Hogan. Yeah. I've never seen that man win so many titles.
Yo, he got off so of many runs. Swags was just said, this list is booty. Officially, this list is booty. The fact that they mentioned that that Ambrose might not belong here over Kane, Big Show, or Sheamus, and still put him on the list is crazy. No, he should not be on this list. Who else should not be on this list? 21.
Well, hold on. I completely forgot. I think Cody does because his entire mid-card run was during the 2000s. And if you add those two together, he has a case. He has a case that's a lot stronger than these other cats in there. That's just me.
2007,
look at it. Read it out.
2007 was his debut. What did he do during that time that would have put him in this list?
He was the IC champ like twice, wasn't he? Or 3 times, something like that.
Yeah, IC champ twice. But his accomplishments are mostly like in this second run. IC champ twice, Crown Jewel champion, tag team champion 4 times, SmackDown champion once, World Tag Team champion 3 times, and 2-time Royal Rumble winner and King of the Ring 2025.
I don't know. I think you add them together.
It's top heavy. He's very, very much top heavy. This all happened since 2023.
I don't know, but I don't think if Cody just comes back, I don't think if he had some type of success in his initial period, he would not be here. Is Drew McIntyre on this list?
No. Should he be?
That's wild. Because if Cody's on here, then Drew has to be.
No.
Because they have eerily similar careers.
No. Cody has like all these things he's gotten since 2022. Drew has none of them.
Well, Drew has won the title, and I believe he won the Royal Rumble when he got the title, didn't he?
Yes, he got a Rumble.
Okay, he technically has a very similar career. Think about it. They both were IC champs. They both won tag belts, and they both had to leave to come back to be the main eventers that they are today.
Okay, that's fair. I would put him in the honorable mention area.
But hold on.
Not over Kane, not over Big Show, not over Sheamus.
No, definitely not. But also, he did something that Cody did not do. He went to NXT and dominated. And arguably kickstart and kickstart. I know it doesn't count, but you got to put it there as an asterisk. And arguably kickstarted the greatest career that WWE has ever saw, which is Andrade. This man has the biggest brass ones ever in the history of pro wrestling.
Oh man!
And if it wasn't for Drew dropping the belt to him at an NXT event, we would not know who Andrade is today.
Let's not get on Andrade. That could be a whole other topic. But yeah, talk about the brass ones. So Shauna, this list is Bleacher Report's top 25 male WWE superstars. See, there's a lot of qualifiers here. Top 25 male superstars of the last 25 years. So
now,
this is the year 2000 to 2025. Only WWE, only male superstars, not NXT.
AKA John Cena's entire career.
Basically, this is John Cena's list. So
yeah,
this was his list to have. All right, 21 Cody, I could argue that. 20 Stone Cold. Now, the idea of ranking Steve Austin this low on any list seems blasphemous. But if a deep dive, he returned from a career-threatening injury in 2000 and was the bionic redneck. He left the company in 2002 and had one final match with The Rock. That's it. He came back for one match with Kevin Owens in 38 and just some funny skits.
What did I tell you? You were like, "Oh, this is blasphemous," and I said the same thing. I was like, "Dog, he was on the downslope of his career."
Okay,
a lot of people
I didn't understand. I didn't understand the criteria. Since 2000, but listen, since 2000, two-time WWE champion, tag team champion, Rumble winner, and Hall of Fame twice. So
okay,
yeah, and under that, Drew McIntyre.
Hold on.
That's Drew McIntyre. Same stats.
Hold on. You gotta. If you think about it, he was only active 2 to 3 max of those 25 years.
Right.
So let's call a spade a spade. That's why although I do put him in the top 5 of the all-time list, people got to understand that Stone Cold, as we know, as Austin 316, was only popping for 7 years, but those were probably one of the strongest 7 years put together in anybody's resume.
Right.
Like what's it called? Roman Reigns.
Hold on, I'm getting
almost had a chance to do it. Okay.
Hello?
But I'll sit there and talk. I'll talk to the people. So, what can we do, chat? Chat, let me know. Did Bleacher Report lose their credibility with this list? Yes or no?
Okay. My Cox guy is coming to check my internet in about 15 minutes. I've only been watching wrestling again since 2017-18 and barely watched WWE, so I have no dogs in this fight. Okay, that's fair. 1,000% Swag Switcher says. No, actually 1,000,000%, he says.
I asked. I said, does Bleacher Report lose their credibility a little bit with this list? I say
Bleacher Report already they already have very little. Thank you, Lisa. There's very little to begin with. If you had 2 credibility and you lost half, now we have 1 credibility. All right, AJ Styles. Let's keep moving. AJ Styles, 2-time WWE champ since 2000, 1-time IC, 3-time US, and a Raw Tag Team champion since 2016. Agreed.
Again,
19. You agree?
I don't, and this is why. Because if you're not talking about his TNA and Bullet Club, if you just put him in the chasm that he is now, 9 years in the WWE, I don't know. Sorry, 10 years about to be 10 years in WWE. I don't know if he's there.
Yeah, I think they just took a name. They took a guy that we love. They're counting in his TNA stuff. They won't say it, but they're counting in his TNA run because putting him in when he was at the top for 1 year, and the rest of it was mid card. So
if they count that TNA run, then
they're counting it. They're not saying they're counting it, but we're counting it because we love AJ.
The fact that they said former TNA champion, so they kind of count it without telling you they count it.
And Lisa makes a good point. WWE and TNA are doing business right now, so maybe we should count it. I don't know. All right, but they said main roster accomplishments. That's what they said. All right. Styles is not the biggest, most marketable, or most dynamic, but he is great and yada yada. Okay. Batista. Since 2000, WWE champion twice, World Heavyweight 4, Tag Team 3, Royal Rumble winner twice. Who could forget 2014 Blue Tista and the mistake that was.
Bro.
Yeah.
100%. He should be on this list, and he should be higher because he's part of the SmackDown. What is it, 7 or 6? I forgot who it was, but without him,
5. We don't say the 6th guy.
Without him, without Ray, come on, man. Like, this is disrespectful. Like, and it wasn't his fault, Bautista. I just think the WWE wanted to give this man mad bread to come back because he was a Hollywood name.
But we were caught up in he got caught up in the yes movement, so that wasn't his fault. He came in at a weird time. 15. Swags with says he should go up to 15. He's 18.
Yep.
I can agree with that. His legacy was secured. He retired in 2010. He did not even have to come back, but he did. And in that fact, he put over Daniel Bryan. Let's not forget. So they got it right.
Was it because he wanted to? Who knows? But hey, that's neither here nor there.
Who knows? And then he had a match against Triple H, which was pretty forgettable. But also best wrestler turned actor. So I'd give him a little more props for that. Shawn Michaels
over the Pipers.
Yeah, I'd say so. Barely. All right, HBK. This is 2000 and ahead. HBK. World champ.
This man had 2 Hall of Fame runs. This is
world
bullshit.
champ, tag champ twice, and Hall of Fame twice, since 2000. He was already a GOAT before his back injury. So, but I think the WrestleMania 25 Undertaker match put him at another level. The Ric Flair match, the Kurt Angle match it solidified him as probably one of the best to do it. The fact is,
Chris Jericho feud. Come on, man.
Yeah. There's Jericho. There's Angle, Orton, Ed. He fought everybody and had bangers with everybody.
Not everybody. Unfortunately, we didn't get the Eddie Guerrero. That's the one that hurts.
Yes, we did not get that. And he kind of closed. He kind of put a little damper on his legacy with that tag match with Triple H in Saudi. So, does he belong on this list? 2000 to 2025. Does he belong on this list?
He does, but I think he should be top 10.
Top 10?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, he had some bangers. He definitely
think about it. Think about it. Like, he carried the WWE with a bad back.
Yeah. I mean,
look at all the people he put over, and he arguably humbled Hulk Hogan the way nobody's ever humbled that man ever.
That's a good point. His second run is just as good as his first, which is crazy to think. So yes, I agree.
He was drunk and high his first run. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. This dude just had it. He was just a freaking prodigy. 16 is Jeff Hardy, one above Shawn Michaels. Let's talk about his 2000 accomplishments first, because he pretty much did everything. WWE champion, heavyweight champion twice, IC 5, US once, European, hardcore 3 times, light heavyweight, tag team champions on Raw and SmackDown, 5 times the World Tag Team Champion and WCW Tag Team Champion. Jeff Hardy, they say, was the wrestler of the 2000s. Agree or no?
He was, but unfortunately, he had to deal with Kurt Angle, and he had to deal with CM Punk, and he had to deal with Edge, who arguably are better than him and allowed him to carve out his time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if somebody said a gun to his head, like, how many world championships Jeff Hardy had, I think everybody would be wrong. And you want to know why? Because Jeff Hardy bounced around. If he would have stayed with the E throughout most of his career as a singles wrestler, I'm not saying not the Hardys, but as a singles wrestler and had the singles runs there, it would be arguably dope. But I don't know, man. So, what do you think?
I hate that I have to probably leave this, because this is a very good chat, but we'll come back and continue this, because 15 is Eddie Guerrero. So that we'll stop there. All right. Since 2000, WWE champion, 2-time IC, US, European twice, 4-time tag team champion, and Hall of Famer 2006. Died in 2005. All right. So, yes, top 15.
I say he's top 10.
Too high, too low?
Because
too low.
Too low. I say this because he had Stone Cold-esque run where it wasn't the longest, but it was very impactful. Like he broke everybody's mold.
Yes. Was he?
You know what I mean?
Was he ever the top draw?
I think for his time when he was world champion, yes, he made himself undeniable, and he did it even when the company had Brock in his prime.
Yeah.
Think about that. He feuded with Brock and JBL. Like, you know what I mean? That's insane.
Yeah.
Like, beat him clean. Guys that are literally squashing people today.
Yeah, he beat him. They mentioned the Brock Lesnar win as one of the, most memorable moments of probably the last 20 years. And I can agree with that. His work on SmackDown with Angle, Edge, Benoit, Chavo, Ray. There's so much good stuff in there. Yeah, I'd move him up a little bit. You say top 10?
Yeah, in my opinion.
Top 10.
Because
when did he come? When did he come? Was he there for two?
He was there in '99. He came in the same year that Jericho did.
Okay. So he got hurt. He got hurt. 5 strong years out of him, and you say top 10.
And he got hurt and he got fired. So the fact that this man, in spite of all that, did what he did, that is insane.
Yeah, I would put him up higher. So the recap, Jeff Hardy maybe a little higher, as well as Eddie. Jeff over Shawn Michaels even by 1 sounds crazy. So I think all of those guys need to be in the top 10. Maybe Batista as well. AJ maybe a little lower. Stone Cold, I hate to say it, maybe is in the right spot at 20. Cody,
maybe lower for him. I'll bring him down lower.
Maybe lower. Ambrose probably needs to be off the list. Kevin Owens, same maybe. And Booker, that's a tough one. But yeah,
Booker stays there.
He can stay. All right, we're going to continue the rest of this list tomorrow on the stream. But for now, I got to
let's do it.
All right, thanks for joining in, Marcos. All right, we're out of here.
Peace.
Shout out to Marcos for hanging out. It was a fun chat. Thanks, Swag Switcher, Lisa, Pixie, and the rest of y'all, Shonika. I got to go. My cable guys here are coming soon. All right, so I'm going to put on the end stream thing. But thanks for joining. Peace. The stream is officially over. Don't worry, this is not goodbye, it's just see you later. I will see you very soon on the next stream. But in the meantime, you can keep in touch by adding me on X, you can add me on Insta, you can add me on YouTube, and you can get 2 songs a month on Patreon. So I'm all up in your business, y'all. So stay tuned, and you'll probably catch me on the road. Check my tour dates right here. All right, I'm Mega Ran, and I'm out. Peace.
Magic Treehouse. And if you don't mind, let's have a great time.
So we gon' have a great time. Got joy, ain't nobody gonna take mine. Ain't nobody got time for no playtime. Every once in a while. Hey, welcome to the stream. Yeah, glad to have you on the team. Yeah, grab a seat, it's something cool. It's time to start the show. Let's go. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. A little NES, a little bit of rap. Thank you for joining me. Now get comfortable and enjoy the stream. Yeah,
Sometimes I play games, sometimes AMA when I'm not away on tour. I'ma always give you more. Sup to your boy, surprises in store. Concerts galore, fresh hip hop. Difficult games, I do die a lot. So if you in the mood for epic speed runs, I have to warn you that this ain't the one. But what you will get is a good old time. Might even freestyle, but your name in the rhyme. If you're liking that, get hype and chats. And if you're liking that, get hype and chat. Just relax and vibe to that. And if you really enjoy it, then subscribe to that. With a free month or a 3-month, just wanna let you know, man, I see ya. Get your headphones on, turn the beat up, cause we about to kick it like FIFA. And my only goal is to rock your soul, whether on the mic or the game control. And we don't stop till the deed is done. We ain't always